ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rams Football on Lakeside TV, presented by Relyance Bank. We're so glad you could join us this evening. I'm Chase Hartzell. I'm joined at this time by my colleague, Landon Dockery.
It's a great Friday evening for high school football here, where the Lakeside Rams will host the Camden Fairview Cardinals.
We have a stacked lineup for you here on this homecoming evening at Lakeside. But before we kick it into high gear, we're proud to present the third episode of our Coaches Show. This week, we sat down with Coach McBride, as well as senior Lakeside quarterback Brandon Chambers. And that's coming up right after these messages. Don't go anywhere. More Lakeside football after this. Take the snap, and he's going to run with it around the left side. Touchdown, Lakeside. Touchdown, Lakeside. Touchdown, Lakeside. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third episode of our Coaches Show. We're so glad you could join us today. I'm your host, Chase Hartzell, and once again, we're going to kick off the show with Coach McBride. Coach McBride, thanks for sitting down with us today.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right, so another tough game this week. It was a heartbreaker. Came down to the wire. You guys lost 67-58 to Malvern. You know, after a loss, it's hard to find some high points, but what was a good high point?
Yeah, I think we competed very well as a team. You know, we were always in the game, leading for most of it. So, you know, just seeing our guys compete and just kind of still figuring out some pieces to the puzzle, and hopefully we'll get that put together before we start Camden this week. But I was really encouraged by seeing our guys compete.
Was there one play that really stood out to you?
You know, in the middle of the third quarter, I think it was about a 22-point swing where they scored, had an onside kick, got it, and scored again, and kind of turned things around, momentum going their way. So probably that onside kick was kind of the pivot point for us during the game.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough loss, but one of the high points was Taylor Gillum. He had 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. You know, he's had a little bit of adversity these first 2 weeks. Do you think he's starting to settle into that starting quarterback position now?
I think so. You know, he calmed down and played a good game. Did exactly what we needed him to do. You know, didn't force anything and kind of played within what we needed from him, and he had a good ball game.
Do you think this is going to be something that we start to see more regularly as the season goes on?
I hope so. I think we're settling down a little bit, kind of on all aspects of the game. We still got to clean up the little things that's kind of still plaguing us, but just clean those things up, and we'll be able to compete in conference.
Well, there was a lot of offense in this game. Last week, we talked about it being possibly a shootout. 58 points for Lakeside, and 40 of those were credited to Dupree Swanson. He had 320 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. What would you say was the key to success for him in that game?
He ran hard. I think the guys up front did a really good job of blocking, receivers included. It kind of takes all 11 for us offensively to make a good play work. So really proud of the guys that were on the field. He ran hard, he competed well, and you know, was kind of the highlight for us on the offensive side for sure.
You know, we talked about the developing O-line in the offseason. Would you say they were a real key to success here?
Most definitely. You know, we made a couple changes up front, moved some guys around, but they did a good job and really were a force of moving the line of scrimmage.
So it was a pretty tough game on defense, 67 points allowed, but still the team made some pretty good stops there, especially in the early going. Only had 8 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, they started out very well. You know, I think their game plan was to kind of get us in space, and they did a good job of that. They have a really good quarterback. Jimerson is a very special athlete, and their game plan was to get us in space, and we knew we had to get more guys to the ball, and for us, we kind of got stuck in some one-on-one situations, and that guy's going to beat a lot of guys in a one-on-one situation.
So did Jimerson hit you with what you expected, or did he maybe come out with something different?
Yeah, I think so. You know, that's the game plan going in. You know, that's what they try to do to everybody, and unfortunately, we couldn't get him on the ground.
So now we move out. It's the end of the preseason, as you like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
We had our special this offseason. That's what you like to refer to it as. Coming off of that, this team, we talked about finding an identity, finding out what this team is, where everybody fits in. Do you think we're starting to see that and we're getting ready for conference play?
I think the puzzle's getting a little bit clearer for us. We have some practice for this week to get ready, and maybe a few positions to move around, but I think we're ready to start conference. We don't want to start 0-3. We did last year. We don't want to do that, but it is what it is, and we're ready to move forward within conference. We've got a great opportunity for Camden coming up this week for homecoming and coming back here. We had a great environment with our fans and all the youth football players and young cheerleaders, and it was a great Friday night for football, and we expect that again this week.
And speaking of this week, it is homecoming week. With it being the homecoming game, does it have a little bit of an effect on the players or even the coaching staff?
I think so. It's very busy. There's lots of things going on, so we try to keep our guys focused on what it takes to win the game, but we also want them to have fun with the activities that go on during the week and the pep rally and knowing that they got the dance the next night. But everybody remembers if you win or if you lose, so we really focus on that and want to bring home a win. It's very important to us for homecoming, but it's very important to us in the conference race also.
Is there a little bit of added pressure with alumni presence?
We always want to represent our school well. We always want to do the best that we can, but we know there'll be a lot of people in town that are here just for coming back to see what's going on, so we want to put out a good product for sure.
Okay, now looking ahead to the Camden Fairview game, is there a player there kind of like Demise Jimerson with Malvern that you really look at and focus on heading into this game?
They've got a couple good ball players that kind of carry the load for them. I don't think that there's another Jimerson on our schedule, hopefully, but for Camden, they're a little more balanced, a little more spread the ball around a little bit. So hopefully we can defend well and put the ball in the end zone.
So number 5, Delvonte Lewis. He had a pretty big game against you guys last year. Is he on the radar heading into this game?
Most definitely. He's one that they're going to try to get the ball to and get him open into space, and we've got to do a good job of rallying to him and getting him on the ground.
So looking forward to the season ahead, 0-3 starting last year, similar situation here this year. What do you think the future holds based on last year for this team this year?
And I think we're ready to compete. We're ready to get started within conference. There's a lot of good football teams in our conference, so we just kind of take it week by week, and it's always proven that you can't win conference if you don't beat Camden. So this is our opportunity, and every time we've won conference, we've beat them. So this is a big game for us.
And you talked about the importance of this game in the preseason. You were pointing to this game on the schedule. How important is it as a momentum shifter in the schedule?
Most definitely, especially with the way we've started. But just being able to get started 1-0 in conference is kind of the key and what will drive us to a good conference season.
All right, well, that's it. Thanks, Coach, for sitting down with us.
Yeah.
And good luck this week.
Thanks a bunch. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with our special guest player.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show, everyone. At this time, we're joined by Lakeside corner Brandon Chambers. Brandon, thanks for sitting down with us today.
Thank you for having me this morning.
So it's hard to look at highlights after a loss like last week. It was a pretty big heartbreaker, but what would you say was a real high point maybe for you or for one of your teammates?
I think the high point was probably recovering the fumble. It was late second quarter. I think we were up by a touchdown, and Aaron Killian stripped the ball, and I just happened to fall on it, and it gave the offense a boost of momentum. And another one would probably be Dupree's first touchdown. It kind of just got him rolling, man. He had a great night. I think offense had over 400 yards offensively. They steamrolled them. But I think that'd be the best 2 highlights of the night for our team and us.
It's so rare to get turnover from somebody with the caliber of Demias Jimerson. You know, what was that like to get a turnover of such, a highly scouted player coming into this game?
It meant a lot, actually. It kind of slowed them down offensively, especially Demias. I mean, man, he was unbelievable. He's probably one of the best we played in the state. I hope we don't have to face another Jimerson on our schedule, but getting the ball out of his hands and off them off the field was a momentum swinger for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of Demias, did he meet the hype heading into this game?
Yeah, we were spying him all week, talking, get the ball out of number 2's hands, but they spread us out defensively, and they did what they had to do, and so did he. But he lived up to the hype. Yeah, we knew how good he was going to be and what he was going to bring to the table, and he brought it.
What was that like to finally be on the field facing him one-on-one?
I've seen him play since freshman year. He's senior, so he's in my grade. I've seen him play all the way up till now. And he's always been that good. He's always, lived up to the hype, and being on the field with him since my sophomore year, seeing him play for Malvern as quarterback he's always been a special athlete. So he's pretty good.
So we go back to Dupree. Had the big game. We talked to Torin. He said, you can expect an outbreak, but was anybody expecting a game of this caliber from Dupree?
I don't think so. Dupree brought it Friday, if I could say that. Everyone knows that Dupree's an all-state running back. He's obviously one of the best offensive weapons we have, him and Michael James. But Dupree, he lived up to his hype. I think he kind of surprised some people and had one of the best games he's ever had. I'm pretty sure he broke all of his personal records. So, but he's a special athlete, good running back, and he's going to go really far this season.
So would you say this was definitely one of his top games?
I would say so. I think I would say so.
So this week you have the homecoming game versus Camden Fairview. What is it like to play in the homecoming game at J.W. Chick Austin Field?
It's exciting. It's definitely a lot of emotions. We always try and focus on, in practice, worry about the game more than the homecoming. Have your fun, and then as soon as homecoming's over, we're in the locker room, get your mind right, get everything off your mind and get ready for the game. But it's awesome. I mean, we had a huge crowd Friday night against Malvern, and we hope to have that again and, get the win for a great crowd and the cheerleaders and all the kids and that comes out and support us.
Speaking of homecoming week, we have our themed dressing days. Do you or does anybody else on the team have any big plans for one of the days?
I actually after this have to go to my car and get dressed up if I have time. But I think the 90s day. I think it's the Generations Day is 90s for the seniors, and I think a couple of us are gonna go out pretty big. I think it'll be pretty fun.
We talked to Torin last week, and he said Dupree was the real party animal. Has he got any big plans this week?
He's actually dressed up as one of the Migos today. He's a celebrity. He's, I think, Takeoff or something. I'm not sure, but the 90s, like I said, going back to the 90s day, I think Dupree's going to go out with a pretty big bang, MC Hammer type style, and that'll be pretty fun.
Yeah, he kind of resembles him in his style.
Yes. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's pretty fun. He's a good dancer. He's really talented, too.
So going back to Camden Fairview, as a player on defense, is there anybody you're looking at trying to contain in specific this week?
No, they have a couple good players that kind of carry their team, and number 5, he's one of the ones that we're gonna have to look at. They have their 2 outside wide receivers coming back from last year, I'm pretty sure. But no Demias, that's for sure. But they're a good team, and I think we're both 0-3, both looking for a win. So it's gonna be a hype game.
Yeah. How big is a win gonna be like that?
Going into conference, that first win is gonna, I think, really push us forward into getting conference championship again. Like I said, we have to live up to the hype. That's gonna push us a little bit more on the track, winning this first game. We did last year. I think we beat Camden my sophomore year and junior year, and that's the first time in a long time. So Camden's a team we always want to beat, and especially now it's homecoming and it's conference opener, and moving forward, that's a huge win.
So with homecoming, a winning streak on the line, after the game, if you get the W, is it going to be a celebration or a little bit of a sigh of relief? Maybe a combination of both.
A combination of both. Definitely celebration because of homecoming, and then kind of staying positive. That's going to be our goal, capitalizing on everything we can. And if we get that W, I think it's going to mean a lot to our community and our guys.
Yeah. So with this being your senior year, looking back on your time at Lakeside, what were some of your favorite memories, both on and off the field?
On the field would have to be my sophomore year against Central. It was my first time starting high school football, and it was a great game. Went down to the wire. We onside kick, scored, made it 44 to 42, I believe, and came back and beat a team that we weren't supposed to beat. No one had us picked to win. So I think that was one of the best moments. And then off the field, just as a football player and a Lakeside student, it's probably just being around everybody, being at Lakeside and going to practice and being in classes. I think I don't really have any big special moments besides, homecoming and proms, but just being around everyone is pretty big to me. I'm a huge people person. I enjoy that aspect.
Yeah. Going back to that Central game, what was it like to make your debut at War Memorial Stadium?
I wasn't necessarily nervous. It was more anxiety. I was anxious. It was an experience. It kind of led me to the player I am now. There was a lot of good players that sophomore class, or the senior class, my sophomore year, and I had to work, really hard to get that starting spot. Coach Wallace at the time, he picked me, so it was huge into my growth and who I am now and the player I am now. I think it was huge.
Yeah, when you headed back to play Robinson, were you flooded with a little bit of nostalgia from the first two games there and making your debut 2 years ago?
This first game was pretty emotional for me, knowing it was my last first game. And it was for all the seniors, but style-wise, I was a little bit more aggressive against Robinson. I knew what I had to bring. I was covering Nathan Page, who's one of the top prospects in the state. But yeah, kind of, that debut at War Memorial I had, and going back playing it my last year first game, it was huge, and it kind of brought me back to maybe we can get this one like we did at Central.
All 8 windows are open for no
So
waiting in
going
line, and there is an
after high school, do you have any plans maybe for your future?
I'm working on playing college football right now, keeping my grades up, but as of right now, I'm not sure where I'm going to go. We're looking at Hendrix and OBU and some other smaller schools, maybe UCA. But as of right now, I'm just trying to work as hard as I can to get to that next level.
Those are some very good football programs here in state.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some contenders in their respective conferences.
Oh yeah. There's some great colleges in the state, and it helps me out a lot.
So, transcending football, is there something about you you'd like people to know?
Outside of football, I think probably just my leadership and the fact that I care. I think most of my teammates can say that, I care about every single one of them, and I care about our team, and I care about people. I'm a huge people person, and at the end of the day, I just want to let people know, I care.
So go let them
I'll
claim
be
your
there for you,
ride.
so.
The Lakeside fan would like to thank Therapeutic Family Services for providing tonight's
We
meal
actually
for the
sat down with
fans.
Coach McBride in the preseason, and he talked about senior leadership. And along with Torrin Davis, your name was commonly brought up in the conversation. How do you lead guys like this after a start like this? Do you maybe motivate them with the scenario from last year?
Last year, the seniors last year, they kind of had to do that with us, and that's what I look upon. Caleb Dean last year had a huge impact on me. He told us, keep going, keep fighting, and that's why I tell my guys as much as I can. It's kind of hard through all this adversity, and for a team to keep going through 0-3 and keep fighting, it's difficult. But I just tell my guys, we have to keep fighting. Last year's last year, and it's a new year. But to get that conference championship like we want, and we've been talking about, it's definitely going to keep on trucking and keep fighting.
But we also have one last thing before you leave. This is what we like to call our Ball of Fame. Anytime we have a special guest in the studio, We like to have them sign this ball. So far, we've had Ryan Leaf, Michael James, Torrin Davis all in here, and you will be our fourth signee behind them.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Brandon,
Thank you.
and good luck this week.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
That's going to wrap up our show. Don't forget to come to the Camden game, but if you can't make it this Friday, we will be broadcasting it right here on Lakeside TV at 7 p.m. For now, this is Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great week, everyone, and go Rams.
Before you can find your potential, you first have to find your path. At National Park College, our mission is to help you do both, with a university experience that's close to home. With career-focused education, help with job placement and a variety of programs to choose from, and a cost that's less than half of four-year universities, National Park College can put you on the path to a better education. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Swanson's going to take the snap. He's going to try to take it up the middle here, and it's off to the races. Touchdown, Lakeside.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Please remain for tonight's invocation, led by Lakeside High School student Miss Olivia Lawrence.
Please bow your head with me in a time of prayer. Dear Lord, I thank you for this homecoming you have given us today. I thank you for all of the students and the alumni that are here tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Chase Hartzell, joined us alongside by my colleague, Landon Dockery.
It's a warm September Friday evening, not quite football weather, but it will do. And it's homecoming week here at JW Chick Austin Field. An electric and emotional matchup is expected as both teams will be entering conference play.
Before we get into tonight's matchup, we would like to take the time and recognize the sponsors and administration that have helped us make this show a reality. Tonight's broadcast wouldn't be possible without the help and support that's been provided to us by the Lakeside School Board and administration. We'd also like to take the time to once again recognize our title sponsor, Relyance Bank, Grisham Air Care for their sponsor of tonight's halftime festivities, and National Park College for their sponsorship of all the replays here tonight. We'd also like to recognize some of our additional sponsors, including Hayden, Myron, and Foster Law Firm, Greg Orr Auto Park, and Henderson State University. All of the contributions made by our sponsors here tonight allow our program to evolve and improve technologically. One example you'll see here tonight is our new wireless camera, giving you a new viewpoint of the action like nothing before here at Lakeside TV. So once again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors and supporters here tonight for making tonight's broadcast a reality. With that, let's get back to the game that's about to unfold here in just a few minutes. Tonight presents an interesting homecoming matchup pitting the Rams up against the Camden Fairview Cardinals. Both teams are on the hunt for some much-needed momentum as they remain the only two winless teams in 5A. Lakeside has had a rough start to the season, including 2 tough losses against formidable opponents in Joe T. Robinson and Sylvan Hills, as well as a 67-58 heartbreaker in the home opener against Malvern last week. The Cardinals have had struggles of their own thus far, dropping 3 straight to El Dorado, Hamburg, and, most recently, Arkansas High Texarkana. As we saw last year, this first game of conference play can have a major impact on the overall turnout of the season. Last year's 56-52 triumph for the Rams would lead to a run in which they won 6 out of 7 games and clinched a second straight conference title.
Deja vu? Who would have thought that after last year's start, Lakeside would win a conference title? Well, the Rams are hoping for some deja vu. No, starting out 0-3 is not where they intended to be, but following last year's footsteps, we know that the season is far from over, and these players know that the most important football season starts tonight. It's time to win when it counts the most in conference play.
We've still got a little bit of time here before the coin toss, so we're going to go over tonight's impact players. We'll start with the visiting Camden Fairview and their star wide receiver, number 5, Dalvante Lewis. Lewis had a big game last year at home against Lakeside, putting together 222 all-purpose yards in the eventual loss to the Rams. He looked to have a similar game with a different outcome here tonight. Our next impact player is quarterback number 10, Keith Johnson. Johnson, like our own Taylor Gillum, is only a junior, taking over the reins at the starting quarterback position for the first time this season. But in the early going, it seems that he is showing some veteran-like qualities that will benefit him in this matchup, as well as those that follow. Tonight, don't be surprised to see him hook up with Lewis for a big play or two. Our final impact player isn't actually a player, but a group of players instead. I'm talking about the entire Cardinals offensive line. Camden Fairview loves to grind it out, playing a lot of power football, especially near the goal line. This O-line allows for multiple ways that the Cardinals can hurt you and deep in your own territory, whether it be a QB sneak from Johnson or a run from the also notable running back Gabriel Morris. If the Rams want to find a way to stop the Camden run game, they'll have to get through this line first.
And the Rams can run it too. Dupree Swanson is averaging 7.8 yards a carry, and Michael James is averaging almost 13 yards a carry. None, which is possible without the men in the trench, the offensive line of Lakeside. Look tonight for the two-headed giant Swanson and James in the backfield, and for Lakeside to continue what they do best, run the ball. Defensively for Lakeside, look for one of the leaders on defense, Brandon Chambers, who has had 22 tackles on the year.
Lakeside will receive the first half kickoff, which is sponsored by Riser Ford.
We've got a little bit of time here before kickoff, and we're going to go over tonight's keys to success for the Rams. In order for the Rams to achieve victory here tonight, the defense will have to have a big presence for all 4 quarters. Last week, the Rams did a pretty decent job shutting down the All-State quarterback Jimerson early on, holding him and the rest of the Leopards offense to a mere 8 points in the first quarter and giving their offense a 28-22 lead heading into the half. After halftime, however, it looked like the defensive unit as a whole was starting to run out of gas. They'll need to avoid that against the high-caliber Cardinals offense here tonight. And in order to keep from running out of gas, the Rams defense will need to keep our second key to victory in mind. Last week, the D tried to chase down Demise Jimerson, resulting in this game becoming a track meet, which is a very fast-paced game, and that almost always seems to go in his favor. This preseason, Hooten's magazine pointed out that Camden Fairview will have the advantage of speed in matchups such as these. To avoid a track meet again here, Lakeside's D needs to limit big plays and control the edges. As we know, if a breaking containment, it can often lead to a foot race on the sidelines. For the Rams to be successful, they need to avoid the foot races, clog the running lanes, and maintain outside containment. Focus will need to be on that containment and, in turn, the limitation of the big plays. Our final key to success tonight applies to the Rams' offense. Last week, Lakeside ran up the scoreboard, totaling 58 points overall. Swanson, Gillum, James, and the rest of the Rams' offense seemed to be on the same page, and they'll need to show that same high level of chemistry here tonight in what is set up to potentially be another shootout.
101.5 The Bull. You can listen to play-by-play on the radio.
We're just about set for kickoff here.
For Lakeside this evening is number 21, Brandon Chambers.
Camden's going to kick it away to Lakeside, and back deep to return here one of our impact players, Brandon Chambers. Known for his defensive talent, but he also is a pretty great return man for the Rams. Set to kick it away here, number 31, Israel Quiris. And with that, we are underway. It's a short kick here.
Building the kickoff for the Rams is number 81, Ben Gamble.
Now the Rams offense will set up shop for the first time here tonight. The Rams, of course, led by star running back Dupree Swanson. He's actually our blue homecoming king here. It was a big day for him here during the homecoming festivities. Hopefully he'll have a great evening here on the field.
Look for Lakeside here to do what they do best, run the ball with that powerful back at the backfield, Dupree Swanson.
There's the snap to Gillum. It's low, but they recover, and here comes Swanson on the right side. He's going to stay on his feet, still on his feet, until he's pushed down just shy of the 40-yard line, but not before he gets into Cardinals territory early on.
That's good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
Quick shift here before the snap. There is the snap. He gives off to Swanson up the middle. Pushes his way before being taken down after a couple yards.
Making the stop for the Cardinals, number 77, Ahmad Morris. Just across the 40 of the Cardinals, brings up second down and about 8 to go.
It'll be 2nd and 8 here for the Rams. Ball on the Camden 39. 3 men in the backfield here. It's Gillum, James, and Swanson. There's the snap. He gives off to Swanson. Swanson's got some space along the right side. He's finally going to be taken down just shy of the 30-yard line and just shy of another Lakeside first down.
Great key block there by Lakeside's number 55, John Fuller, to give Dupree Swanson a good run on the outside.
And the refs are going to indicate Swanson did indeed get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Rams at the 32-yard line.
Again, the two-headed giant in the backfield, Swanson and Michael James.
There's the snap to Gillum. He looks for somebody open. He's going for Gaston. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
For number 2, Richard Gaston, incomplete on the play, but there is a flag.
Looked like there was a lot of contact there before the ball was in Gaston's proximity.
Pass interference.
It's going to be a pass interference call on Camden Fairview. It's going to move the Rams ever closer to the goal line here and closer to that crucial first score. First and 10 here, ball on the 18. There's the snap to Gillum. He fakes the give to Swanson, gives it off to James instead, and James met at the line of scrimmage.
Be stopped by number 11, Tyree Holloman.
Tyree Holloman is going to make the tackle there, and it'll be second and about 9 here for the Rams. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give it off to James, and James is going to stay on his feet before he's taken down inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to be just shy of that first down marker. It's going to be 3rd and short here.
It'll be 3rd, about a half a yard.
And there's Swanson running, and he's going to be inside the 5-yard line, and he's got enough for a Lakeside first down. It'll be 1st and goal here for the Rams with just over 9 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Looks like Swanson's set to get the snap here. And he's going to run with it, trying to plow his way through.
That's number 35.
Waiting on the official call here.
Looks like he's just short.
Swanson's going to be just shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal here for the Rams.
It's really important here that Lakeside punches this in here to get the momentum on their side.
Looks like Swanson's set to get the snap here yet again. He will get it. And he reaches over the goal line. Touchdown, Lakeside. Dupree Swanson strikes again with his 7th touchdown in the last 2 games.
Thank you, Top Flight Financial, for donating $50 for every Lakeside touchdown.
It was a great job by those front 3 offensive linemen to cut down and get able for Dupree Swanson to run in there and get that score.
The PAT will be no good. So with 8:15 remaining here in the first quarter of play, your score is Lakeside 6, Camden Fairview nothing.
And here we go with the Lakeside National Park replay. Great job with the offensive line getting up into the end zone and making a way for Dupree Swanson to punch it in there for the first score tonight.
Looks like the Rams offense is going to carry some of that momentum over from all the success they had last week against Malvern, scoring a total of 58 points. That would fall just shy of Malvern's 67 points.
Lakeside doing what they did best last week against Malvern, running the ball. Michael James and Dupree Swanson both have 40 yards combined tonight with that first drive.
Looks like there'll be a shift here on the kickoff. There's a flag down on the play.
Flag before the kickoff. Kickoff team isn't set. False start. Gonna back them up 5.
It's going to be a false start on the kickoff for the Rams. they'll retry the kickoff here deeper into their own territory. Philip Gale's got it teed up. Looks like he's about ready to kick it away here. He was a very busy man last week. Seemed he was kicking it off after almost the next play after another. Looked like the kickoff was muffed there. Quick recovery though. This will turn out to be a decent return, stretching beyond the 30-yard line.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 87, Zach Zimmerman.
And this Camden offense will set up shop for the first time here this evening.
Have the ball at their own 36-yard line, be first down and 10 Cardinals.
Brandon Chambers and the Lakeside defense will look to get some early stops here against these Camden Fairview Cardinals.
There's the snap. He's going to hand it off here.
Number 21, Troy Butler on the carry for the
Number 21, Troy Butler on the carry there.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 39, Michael.
It's going to be second and medium here for the Cardinals. Ball on the 40-yard line. There's the snap. Looks to throw. Going deep down the right side, and the pass is incomplete. The official ruling he was indeed out of bounds.
It's a great job by Brandon Chambers on that play, blocking him out and making sure he did not get the ball in bounds.
Definitely showing why he is an impact player here tonight. We talked earlier about Dupree Swanson being royalty, the Gold King here for homecoming. Brandon Chambers is actually our Blue King. There's the snap and the give. It looks like it's going to be Dalvonte Lewis coming around the left side.
That's number 5, Devontae.
He's going to hurry out of bounds there.
Run out of bounds by the Rams, number 45, Landon Muldoon. Just short. They're going to be fourth down and about a half a yard to go.
It's going to be 4th and short here for the Cardinals. Looks like they're going to go for it. Johnson trying to power his way through, and he's still on his feet, carrying men, and he refuses to go down. He's going to have the first down for the Cardinals here and then some.
Number 16, Enrique Aon.
Getting behind that powerful O-line like we talked about.
Two other Rams assistants. First down and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals. Ball on the Lakeside 34. There's the snap. Johnson's going to give off.
Handoff to number 2, Gabe Rux.
Short handoff to number 2, Gabe Rux.
Making the stop for the Rams. Number 44, Aaron Killian. And number 70, Utah.
He'll move forward a yard or two before being stopped by number 44, Aaron Killian. It'll be 2nd and long here for the Cardinals.
Dead ball and sportsmanlike penalty called against the Camden Fairview Cardinals.
Unsportsmanlike conduct caught on the Cardinals when Logan Gardner was pushed after the play.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
About 25 for the Cardinals.
Backing the Cardinals almost back into their own territory. It's going to be a second and very long here, 2nd and 25. Snap to Johnson. He looks for a man. Looks like he's going to find it in Lewis. He bobbles it, and he eventually will drop it. Could have been a big play for the Cardinals there, but instead it'll be 3rd and 25.
And here's a replay of that bubbled pass sponsored by National Park.
Brings up 3rd down and 25 for the Cardinals.
There you can see great pressure applied by that Lakeside secondary.
Lakeside fortunate on that one.
Here's the snap to Johnson. Looks like it was going to be a sweep, but hold on, there's a fumble on the play. It looks like the Cardinals did indeed recover it among the confusion there. But nonetheless, it's going to be a 4th and very long here for the Cardinals.
Loss of yardage on the play brings up 4th down and a mile.
And here's a replay of that strip fumble.
There you can see Brandon Chambers making just enough contact there.
Great job by him getting in the backfield.
And there's the punt. It's going to roll out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. And that's where this Rams offense will set up shop for another drive.
And this is exactly what Lakeside wanted to do on this first possession of the Cardinals offense, is get a stop and get the ball back to keep the momentum on their side.
It's got to feel good after giving up as many points as they did last week to have such success early on here. There will be 2 men in the backfield here. It'll be Gillum and Swanson. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to Swanson. Swanson trying to power his way through. He will get a moderate gain there. Will still be a few yards shy of those first down sticks.
Making the stop for the Cardinals, number 41, Curtis. Seven yards on the play brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Rams.
It'll be 2nd and 3 here for the Rams. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to Swanson. Swanson trying to power his way through.
35 to 3 Swanson carrying the ball again for the Rams.
He's finally going to be taken down, but not before he gains yet another Lakeside first down here.
Stop for the Cardinals, number 15, the Thor. That's good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
It was a great job by the left side of the Lakeside offensive line to help Dupree get those extra yards on that one.
There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to drop back, looking to throw. He's got Gaston. Pass is incomplete there. Pressure applied by number 3, Tyler Turner. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here for the Rams.
That was a great job by Tyler Turner getting in front of him, watching the Gillum's eyes on that one.
It's going to be Gillum, Swanson, and James in the backfield here. Low snap, but there are flags down on the play. It's going to be a false start on the Rams. That'll back him up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15 here from the 22-yard line.
This is not what Lakeside wants to do deep in their own territory.
There's the snap. Gillum's going to look to throw again. It's going to be a short pass here to James. And James, he's going to gain some decent yardage there, getting back to around the original line of scrimmage.
Making the stop for the Cardinals, number 22, Esther.
And it'll be 3rd and about 8 here for the Rams.
Brings up 3rd down.
It was a great job by number 55, John Fuller, getting on the right side and getting that key block, but there was just too many Cardinal defenders on that one.
Snap to Gillum. He's going to look to throw. Rolling to the left. Pass is complete.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum's pass complete to number 4.
It's going to be Torrin Davis on the reception there. But it's going to be 4th down here for the Rams. Torrin, the Rams' leading receiver here this season. That reception is going to put him at about 100 yards on the year.
Philip Gale lines up for Lakeside to punt this ball away.
The kick is away. Back deep to return Dalvante Lewis. Ball will be downed at around the 35-yard line here by Torrin Davis.
Camden will take over 1st down and 10.
Now Johnson and company will come out for another drive. Rams defense looking to have similar success to what they had last drive. Getting the eventual stop and forcing the punt. Here's the handoff here to the right side. Looks like it's going to be number 2, Gabe Rux on the run.
Number 7 on the carry, Moore. Making a stop for the Rams, number 44, Arian Killian. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Cardinals.
Snap to Johnson. He's going to hand off here. Camden Fairview continuing to push their way through. But it looks like they will be stopped just shy of those 1st down markers.
And that just was another great job of the Cardinals offensive line, pushing the Lakeside defenders and getting close to 1st down, as we mentioned in the pregame show.
We have a momentary break in the action here.
Officials timeout.
It's going to be an officials timeout here. And while we have a break in the action, we're going to take a short break here ourselves. But don't worry, we'll be back with more Rams football after this.
And the winner is for an umbrella, Jacqueline Robertson.
he's going to run with it. Around the left side. Touchdown. We're back live here.
Number 10, quarterback keeper for the Cardinals.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper here for Johnson.
Number 37, Alex Stewart making the stop for the Rams.
He's going to get enough yardage here for Camden Fairview first down.
Again, Camden Fairview's offensive line just punching it in there and making away.
There's the handoff. It's going to be Dalvonte Lewis on the sweep. And he's looking to do some damage here on the side. He's going to go out of bounds around the 36-yard line, but not before gaining yet another Camden first down.
And that was just a great play by number 65, Stacy Wilkins for Camden Fairview, getting downfield, outrunning the running back, and getting key blocks.
Gives Camden a first down and 10.
As you can see, Wilkins get up there, getting those key blocks.
It'll be first and 10 here for the Cardinals at about the 36-yard line. Quick shift here from Lewis. Johnson looking to throw, but he is going to be taken down by a herd of Rams.
By the Rams defense. Number 77, Ryan Pelt. And number 39,
Number 77, Ryan Pelt, will officially be credited with the sack. It'll be 2nd and 12 here for the Cardinals.
It was a great job by Pelt on that play, getting past that 310 lineman to get the sack.
Snap to Johnson. He's going to give off to Lewis. Lewis staying on his feet, sheds a couple tacklers. He's going to finally be pushed out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. That's going to be enough to move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals at the 19-yard line. .6 seconds left here. This could potentially be the final play of the quarter. It's going to be a handoff here up the middle. Give to number 2, Gabe Rux. He'll gain about 5 yards. And that is the end of our first quarter of play. Your score is the Lakeside Rams 6, the Camden Fairview Cardinals nothing. We're going to take a short break here, but don't worry, more action come after this.
Fans, it's your last chance to purchase the balcony raffle tickets. Drawings at halftime.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Fans, we have a few child-sized homecoming t-shirts left across from the concession stand.
Brandon Chambers and this Lakeside defense pressed against their end zone.
That's number 10, Keith Johnson, carrying for the Camden Cardinals. Making the stop for the Rams, number 20, Reese Turner. Bring up third down and short for the Cardinals. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line of the Rams. That's number 49, Patrick Brooks, on the carry for the Cardinals. Number 44, Aaron Killian, on the tackle for the Rams, assisted by number 20, Reese Turner. That gives the Cardinals first down and goal. That's number 10, Keith Johnson, the quarterback keeper for the Cardinals. Number 44, Aaron Killian, making the stop for the Rams.
That was a great play by the Lakeside defense. Getting a stop there.
After the penalty, it's going to be first and a long goal here for the Cardinals. There's high snap, and it looks like Lakeside's going to recover the fumble. Indeed, they will. Alex Stewart with the heads-up play there on D. And the Rams offense will take over here at the 25-yard line.
A stop that Lakeside needed because they were knocking on the door.
There's the snap to Gillum. Looks like he's going to give off to Richard Gaston. Gaston stays on his feet, makes a couple moves. He's finally going to be taken down at around the 30-yard line.
Making the stop for the Cardinals, number 11, Tyree Holloman. And 81, Perry.
He'll gain decent yardage before setting up the Rams with a 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6 in the play, brings up 2nd and 4.
Rams offense looking to the sideline, maybe inaudible here. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to Swanson. Swanson found a space on the left side. He's still in bounds. Finally pushed out of bounds at around the 40-yard line, but not before gaining a huge chunk of yardage and a Lakeside first down. Let's take another look at that run with this replay sponsored by National Park College. There you can see
The right guard pulling is a great place for Dupree Swanson to run.
Camden calls a timeout. Your second quarter winner for the CHI St. Vincent drawing is River.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here in the action. We'll be right back after these messages.
Before you can find your potential, you first have to find your path. At National Park College, our mission is to help you do both, with a university experience that's close to home. With career-focused education, help with job placement and a variety of programs to choose from, and a cost that's less than half of four-year universities. National Park College can put you on the path to a better education. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
We're back live here. Just under 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Rams will have it 1st and 10 here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Looks like Swanson's going to take a snap here. Indeed, he will. Trying to push his way through that D-line.
Direct snap to number 35, Dupree Swanson on the play. Number 22.
He'll be taken down at about the 38-yard line, but not before gaining a couple yards in the process.
Again, Lakeside doing what they do best, running the ball. Straight up the middle with Michael James and Dupree Swanson, the two-headed giant. With that run, Dupree Swanson is over 80 yards on the night.
There's the snap. It's going to be James getting the snap here.
That's number 39, Michael James on the carry for Lakeside.
Looked like James had a little bit of daylight there.
For the Cardinals, number 1, Tyree Parham.
But heads up defense by the Cardinals will prevent him from progressing any further.
Down and 4 for the Rams.
Looks like James may have been a little bit shaken up after that one. We hope it's nothing too serious and that he can return to the action very soon. In the meantime, Swanson
That's number 35, Dupree
trying to power through, but he's going to be stopped just shy of that first down marker. And it's going to bring up 4th and short here for the Rams.
Brings up 4th down and inches for Lakeside.
It'll be 4th and short here for the Rams. They're going to go for it. Swanson tries to power his way through, and he found an opening, and it's a Lakeside touchdown.
Great job of that Lakeside offensive line clearing a way for the big man, Dupree Swanson.
Looked like Swanson was prepping Ram fans for another ride on the D train here, as he likes to call it. And that'll give the Rams a 2-score lead. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Swanson taking the ball again. 2-point conversion is no good. So it's 7:38 remaining here in the second quarter of play. Your score, Lakeside 12, Camden Fairview nothing.
Here's a National Park replay.
Fans, be sure to get down there and purchase your raffle tickets. It's your last chance.
Great job by number 62, Noah Nestor, getting upfield and getting that key, crucial block for the big man to take it in the end zone.
The dinner is for 10 people. It's going to be at the Lakeside Athletic Complex balcony during the Lakeside versus Hope game.
Lakeside continuing to do what they do best, run the ball.
Last chance.
Philip Gale teeing it up here. We're just about ready to resume action. Here on defense, the Rams will look to continue the success they've had, forcing a turnover and a punt to this point. No points allowed. There's the kick from Gale. Here's the return. Stop will be made just past the 30-yard line.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 45, Landon Muldoon.
It's number 21, Troy Butler, on the return.
Set up at their own 32-yard line, first down.
Now the Cardinals will set up shop for another drive.
Got a stoppage in play.
We'll have a quick stoppage of play here. There you can see the large homecoming crowd here. A lot of passionate Ram fans in attendance. Currently, you are looking at our student section.
Lakeside's defense has done a pretty good job tonight, forcing the Cardinals to punt and a turnover on downs.
So the game clock is reset to 7:25. There's the snap to Johnson. He's going to give here. It's going to be a pretty big run by number 25, Gabriel Morris. He's going to push his way into Rams territory. And for a Cardinals first down. The Cardinals here in the second quarter trying to grind it out like they so often like to do. They love to get behind that talented O-line and just keep pushing forward. Here's the snap. It's going to be another sweep to Dalvonte Lewis. He finds a small break in the Lakeside defense, and he'll be taken down after gaining about 3 yards on the play, but there was a flag down.
Flag on the play.
Here's the official call. It's going to be a chop block call here on the Rams. That'll move Camden deeper into Ram territory here, just outside the 30. Johnson's going to get the snap. Looks like he'll go with another sweep play to Lewis. Lewis will be taken down after a couple of yards there.
It's a good tackle by Etai Grinman on that play.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 8 here for the Cardinals. There's the snap in the give. It's number 25, Gabriel Morris, on the run. He'll be stopped about 3 yards shy of that first down marker.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals continue to use that offensive line to gain yards.
There's the give. It's number 49, Patrick Rux. On the short run. He'll be stopped around the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and short here for the Cardinals. Looks like they're going to go for it. The Rams looking to make another crucial stop here. And hold on, it looked like there was some movement down there on the line. The official call is going to be encroachment on the Rams. And that's going to give Camden an automatic first down at the 16-yard line.
Ball be spotted at the 16-yard line of the Rams.
First and 10 here for Camden Fairview. 2 men in the backfield. It's Johnson and Rux. There's the snap. Looks for a throw there. Pass is batted away by number 21, Brandon Chambers, making yet another heads-up play here in the secondary. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here for the Cardinals.
That was a great job by Brandon Chambers on that play, reading the quarterback's eyes and being able to get in front of the wide receiver.
Chambers continuing to display why he is an impact player. Quick shift here before the snap. Looks like they may be going with another sweep. Indeed they are. It's Lewis with the ball again. And a big stop there by number 77, Ryan Pelt. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 here for the Cardinals.
They bring up 3rd, a little over 10 yards to go.
Time continuing to dwindle here in the 2nd quarter of play as Camden Fairview faces yet another 3rd down. There's the snap. Johnson looking to throw, and he's going to feel the pressure from the Lakeside defense.
Number 77, Ryan Pelt, and number 31, Ferguson.
Ryan Pelt and Derekus Ferguson are going to be officially credited with the sack. And that'll bring up a 4th and long here for the Cardinals.
It's a great job of that Lakeside defensive line penetrating the big bad boys of the Cardinals offensive line, getting in the backfield and getting that crucial sack. See here, Pelt just keep fighting to get into that backfield to the quarterback.
Johnson looking for somebody open as they're going for it on 4th down. Pass will be complete. Keyshawn Thompson with the reception there, but they'll be shy of that 1st down marker, and the Cardinals will turn over on downs here to the Rams.
And we would like to welcome the class of 2007 here tonight at Lakeside High School. Welcome to the class of 2007.
It's a pretty warm night here. There you can see some Lakeside players trying to cool down. There's the snap to Gillen. Swanson's gonna have it.
And off to number 35.
He will gain a yard or 2 there before being taken down shy of the 20-yard line.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd down for the Rams.
It'll be 2nd and 8 here for the Rams. Ball at about the 16-yard line.
Lakeside's in a pretty good position here with only 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining and up 12-0, running that clock down with a big lead.
Gillum looks to throw here. He's got a man. It's number 7, Carson Muldoon, and he's going to stay on his feet. It's a huge gain there before being taken down at about the 45-yard line. And that's going to be good enough for another Lakeside Rams 1st down.
Great play call by Coach McBride. The defense was loading the block, and Taylor Gillen gets that easy pass to the outside.
Handoff to number 35 to Bree
Swanson ambushed here by the Camden defense. Pretty hard to hit there. There was a flag down on the play. It looks like it's going to be a targeting call on Camden Fairview.
That is a personal foul, 15-yard penalty. That'll move the ball all the way down to
It'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll move the Rams a little bit deeper into Cardinal territory. Rams doing a great job thus far shutting out the Cardinals. They currently have a 12-point lead. Snap to Gillum. He fakes a give, rolls to the right here, looking to throw. It's Muldoon with another reception, but he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
Complete to number 7, Carson Muldoon. Number 81, Kerrion Thompson.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Rams.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down.
That was a good job by Taylor Gillum on that play, not forcing anything, able to get out of the pocket and not getting a sack.
Snap to Gillum. He's going to look to throw here. This time the pass is to James. James is going to stay on his feet.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum's pass.
And he will be stopped just shy of that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and about 2 here for the Rams.
Timeout on the field. Lakeside will be charged for his first timeout of the half. Fans, I'd like to remind you tomorrow's game for Lakeside Youth Football.
We're going to have a timeout here on the field, charged to the Rams.
9:30 a.m. start. Lakeside Gold travels to Benton.
With that, we're going to take a short break in the action, but don't worry, we'll be right back after these messages.
Football games. Thank you.
Exceeding expectations is not just a motto, it's what we do. At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Searcy. From offering you over 2,500 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, to giving you award-winning service in our modern state-of-the-art facilities, exceeding expectations is what we do.
At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and Searcy, where we're exceeding expectations every.
We're back live here, 1:31 remaining in the second quarter of play.
This has been a great job by the Lakeside offense, running heavy, but now opening up the pass game thanks to that run.
Snap to Swanson, gonna try to power his way through.
That's number 35, Dupree Swanson.
Finds his way around on the left side. The referee indicating it is good for another Lakeside first down. They will move the sticks here as the Rams enter the red zone. This time it looks like James is going to get the snap. He's going to take it here, pushing his way through. He's going to stay on his feet, gets inside the 15-yard line. And there's a penalty flag down on the play.
Flag on the play. Targeting called again on the Camden Fairview player.
And another targeting call will be issued here to Camden Fairview.
Ejected from the game.
Number 41, Deterian Curtis, was charged with the foul, and it looks like he has been ejected from this game.
That puts the ball at about the 7-yard line. It'll be first down and goal, Rams.
We take another look here at this replay sponsored by National Park College. And there you can see the head-to-head contact with the defensive player.
That's number 35, Dupree Swanson on the carry. Number 77 on the stop for the Cardinals, Ahmad Morris.
Just under a minute left to play here.
It's at the 5-yard line.
In the second quarter play, it's 2nd and goal here for the Rams. There's the snap to Swanson. He's looking for a break in the defense, and he's going to power through. Touchdown, Lakeside. But hold on. Got a penalty flag down on the field, and it's going to be a holding call on the Rams.
Holding called against the Rams. Going to back them up.
That'll back them up
That'll put the ball at the 15.
to the 15-yard line.
Second down, be second down and goal.
Gillum and Swanson in the backfield here. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to look to throw. He's got Swanson. And Swanson's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like we have an injured player down on the field.
Timeout in the field. Lakeside will be charged their second timeout of the first half.
Lakeside offense looking to increase their momentum here as they try to punch it in late in the second quarter.
Lakeside looking to score for the third time here in this first half of play. Thus far, they're 2 for 3 on offensive drives, and they have shut out the Cardinals on D.
Be a huge momentum going into halftime for Lakeside. They can get this touchdown.
We were talking about this game earlier. It looked like it was destined to be another shootout, but here it looks like the Rams want to run away with it.
Both teams desperate here to get a win. Both coming into this game 0-3 in the first game of conference play. Lakeside has shown that they have wanted it more so far.
This game can definitely mean a huge shift in momentum. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to look to throw again, and he's got Fleming just out of his hands.
Taylor Gillum's pass incomplete. Intended for number 17, Keelan Fleming.
We're going to take another look here with this replay sponsored by National Park College. There you can see the pass breakup just at the last second. That was number 15, Darian Accor. It'll be fourth down here for the Rams, and they're going to bring on kicker Philip Gale. Here this kick is up, and it is no good. Wide to the left.
Field goal attempt for Lakeside is no good.
So just a few seconds remaining here in the second quarter of play. Your score remains Lakeside 12, Camden nothing.
From their own 20-yard line.
Good crowd tonight at J.W. Chick Austin Field for homecoming week.
Indeed, we've got a lot of Rams from the past, the present, and the future in attendance with us here tonight. It's definitely an electric atmosphere for such a special game. There's the snap to Johnson. He's going to look to throw. Dances out of danger temporarily. He's going to look to throw. Pass is complete. He will stay on his feet. He's number 4.
Pass is complete on the play.
Quashin Thompson. And with a second and a half remaining here in the first half of play, hold on, we have a penalty flag down on the play. It's going to be a personal foul on Camden Fairview.
Timeout
Camden Fairview is going to call a timeout here. While the players on the field take a break in the action, we will as well. We'll be right back.
Fans, be sure to get down and buy your raffle ticket for the Benelli Super Black Eagle.
We're back live here. Just over a second left to play here in the first half. Looks like Camden will have a shot here at one last play. They'll probably go deep, and they will. Passes. Complete. Number 4. Quashawn Thompson on the reception. And that's the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, your score is Lakeside 12, Camden Fairview nothing. We're going to take a short break up here in the booth, but don't go anywhere. We'll be covering all the halftime festivities here, and that's presented by Grisham Air Care.
And now, for your halftime entertainment, we give you the Camden Fairview High School Marching Band. Under the direction of Chris Richard, Elizabeth Blevins, and Andrew Steck, the band will be performing the first two movements of their show, Into the Cosmos, featuring soloist Aaron Hobson in the first movement, soloists John Gossett, Jason Cooper, and Maggie Smith in the second movement. Drum major, Marissa Olivares. Is your band ready? You may take the field.
Cosmos is all that is, or ever was, or ever will be. Cosmos is also a story about us.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting.
band would like to thank Woodfield Trucking Company, the Camden Fairview High School band parents, and the Camden Fairview School District for their continued support for the band. Thank you very much, and go Cardinals!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the show band of Lakeside. Tonight they will be presenting the first portion of their 2017 halftime competition show titled Nevermore. The show is inspired by Edgar Allan Poe's timeless masterpiece, The Raven. The band is led onto the field by drum majors Ariana Heineman, Catherine Calandro, and Jacob Happy, and also featuring soloists Andrew Tucker and Melissa Perrigo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the show band of Lakeside. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, the show bands of Lakeside.
The Lakeside High School cheerleaders would like to thank all of your support for purchasing t-shirts, raffle tickets. Donations are still being accepted. We did draw a name for the balcony for the October game versus Hope. This would be a catered meal for 10 of your friends for Chick-fil-A, October 13th, and the winner is Betsy Cox. What? Right, Betsy Cox for 10 people. You did not win. Betsy Cox, you and 10 of your friends can go to Chick-fil-A in the balcony. If you need to give more money to Lakeside High cheerleaders, we're going to Nationals in February. I see all you people have money. I'll take money anytime. Go Rams.
The winner for the CHI St. Vincent drawing for the third quarter is Mary Ann Schneiper and Samantha Levette. Mary Ann, you won the umbrella. Samantha, you won the chair. Please pick up at the concession stand. See Tammy. Camden Fairview will receive the kickoff beginning of the second half. Ram fans, remember to go to your new and improved concession stand tonight and order not only drinks and snacks, but also dinner off the new menu. Tomorrow is the annual band car wash. Please support the band visiting one of our 3 locations. One's here at Lakeside Intermediate School, one's at National Park Medical Center, and one's at the Purple Cow Restaurant. We'll be washing from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., so come let us clean your ride. The Lakeside Band would like to thank Therapeutic Family Services for providing tonight's meal to the band students. Thank you, Miss Erickson and Miss Price.
We are back live here, just about ready for the second half of play. It's been a pretty impressive game for the Rams here, shutting out the Cardinals in the first half. They currently hold a 12-0 lead.
Dupree Swanson is going to come into this second half of football with 130 yards and 2 touchdowns and looking to gain on that.
He's definitely had a very impressive last few games. In the last 2 up to this point, he's had 450 total yards and 8 total touchdowns.
Number 80, Philip Gale, set to kick off for the Rams.
Philip Gale set to kick it away here. We're just about ready to resume action. We are underway. It's a booming kick here by Gale. It's going to end up being a touchback.
Number 80, Philip Gale's kickoff touchback. Camden will bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. First down and
now Camden will set up for another drive. They've got to have a lot of, the Rams defense, they got to have a lot of confidence. Heading into this one, so far a shutout.
Brandon Chambers and that defense have found a way every single time to stop the powerful offensive line of the Camden Fairview Cardinals.
So it'll be 1st and 10 here, ball on the 20-yard line. Snap to Johnson. It looks like it's going to be another sweep run here to Lewis, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield.
In the backfield for the Rams, number 5, Landon Gray.
That was great containment by Alex Stewart, making the running back go back inside.
Ball be spotted at the 14-yard line, second down and about 15.
Landon Gray will officially be tallied with the tackle. There you can see our own Scarlett Gooch playing an integral role in our new district TV press. There's the snap. Johnson's going to roll to the left. He's looking for a man, and he's just going to have to throw it away. That'll bring up a 3rd and 15 here for the Cardinals.
Camden quarterback, number 10, Keith Johnson, just throws it out of bounds. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
It was a great job by Eric Killian getting and pressuring him and making him throw the ball away.
Called against the Cardinals.
Lakeside's defense is coming out here, continuing what they did in the first half.
And half the distance to the goal.
Meanwhile, Camden charged with a penalty. It's going to move them half the distance to the goal.
Brings up 3rd down.
That'll bring up a 3rd and very long here from inside the 5-yard line. There's the snap and the give.
number 49, Patrick Rux on the
It's going to be Patrick Rux on the carry, but he will be stopped well short of that first down marker.
Number 39,
Camden's going to be forced to punt the ball away here early in the third quarter of play.
And this is exactly how the Lakeside defense wanted to come out here and do.
Rams definitely coming out of the gate swinging. Hold on, there's a penalty flag down on the punt. It's a high one. And it's going to be down at the 11-yard line.
There is a flag down on the play.
It looked like a Camden Fairview player ran onto the field as the ball is being snapped, possibly an illegal substitution.
This is great field position for the Lakeside offense to start out.
Lakeside will have the ball first down and 10 from the 12-yard line.
So Lakeside's going to have incredible field position to start out this drive. It'll be first and 10 from the Camden 12. Gilman Swanson in the backfield. Looks like Swanson's going to take the snap. Continues to stay on his feet and plows through on the right side for a decent gain.
Number 12 on the tackle, Tyler Kelly for the Cardinals.
And we're going to take a second look at that.
Brings up second down and short for Lakeside.
Swanson again going to get the snap, but there's a
flag on the play.
Flag down on the field. Encroachment's going to be the call against Camden.
Half the distance to the goal.
Gonna move the Rams half the distance to the goal. It'll be a second and very short here. Swanson gets the ball. Looks to plow through. Does he have room on the outside?
It's number 35, Dupree Swanson on the carry for Lakeside.
He's gonna be shot just shy of the goal line. But Swanson will get the first down here for the Rams. It'll be first and goal here inside the one. Swanson gets the ball, and this time he just runs right through. Touchdown, Lakeside. Ram fans treated to another ride on the D train here. Swanson's third touchdown of the evening. And that'll extend the Rams' lead to 3 scores here.
We're going to take another look at that with the National Park replay.
Rams going for 2 here. Swanson's going to get the ball, finds an opening, and he's going to make it through easily.
For the 2-point conversion. That makes your score. The Lakeside Rams.
Let's take another look at the play. There you can see Swanson just easing his way through the pack.
Great job by the pulling guard, number 62, Nestor, creating room for Dupree Swanson to get in the end zone.
Thank you, CHI St. Vincent Orthopedics.
Here's the student section doing their push-ups for every Rams touchdown.
CHI St. Vincent is a proud supporter of the Lakeside Rams.
Looked like that was one of the stars of the Lakeside basketball team, Connor Broughton, getting in on the action there. Later this year, you'll get to see him and his teammates in action. We'll have live broadcasts of select Rams basketball games throughout the season.
Number 80, Philip Gale, set to kick off for Lakeside. Number 5, Davante Lewis.
Philip Gale has teed it up, and we're just about ready to resume action. Kick is away. And it's going to be another touchback here.
Philip Gale into the end zone, touchback. Camden will bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. First down and 10 Cardinals.
And the Camden offense will set up for another drive. Thus far, they haven't had much success. The Rams completely shutting them out to this point.
Both teams coming here 0-3, and it's just looked like so far that Lakeside has wanted it more.
The Rams wanted to do like what they did last year. They won this game, ended up winning 6 out of the last 7. They hope a win here tonight will give them some much-needed momentum heading into the rest of conference play. Will hopefully put them back up there as a conference and playoff contender. There's the give. It's going to be Rux on the run. He's going to stay on his feet, plowing his way through past the 40-yard line. He is finally taken down at the 42-yard line, but not before gaining a Cardinal first down.
That gives the Cardinals a first down and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
And the Cardinals seem to do a hurry-up offense here.
There's the snap. The give off to Rux.
Number 2 carrier again, Gabe Rux. Run out of bounds, making a stop for the Rams. Number 21, Brandon Chambers.
Brandon Chambers making another heads-up play there. He has definitely deserved the term impact player in this one here tonight. Making huge stops for the Rams, it seems at every turn. There's the snap. The give off. No, it's a fake. Johnson looks to throw. Pass is incomplete.
Camden's pass is incomplete on the play.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here for the Cardinals.
About 6 for the Cardinals.
That was a great job by the Lakeside defensive line getting in the backfield and keeping with him until he threw that ball out of bounds. We continue to see great execution by the Lakeside defense in this game.
There's the snap, the give off to Rux. He's going to stay on his feet. And hold on, it looked like the ball popped out there at the end. Refs will call the play dead.
Call the player down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals. Ball at the 44-yard line. They're still on the hunt for their first score of the evening. Snap to Johnson. He's going to look to throw. Rolls to the right side. Penalty flag down. Pass is incomplete. Number 16, Jalen Moore, the intended receiver on the play.
Holding called against the Cardinals.
The call is going to be holding on the Cardinals.
We're going to take another look at that holding penalty.
First down, 27 yards to go for the Cardinals.
There's the snap to Johnson. He can't find anybody open. It looks like he's going to try and run. He gets just past the line of scrimmage on his scramble.
Man, that was a great tackle by Alex Stewart on the previous play being held. Showing some aggression on that one.
Take another look at this defensive play here by the Rams.
And he just got drilled on that one.
Thank you, National Park College, for that replay. Pass is complete. Number 4, Quayshawn Thompson on the reception. Looks like it's going to be good enough for a Camden Fairview first down.
Number 16, Enrique Aon on the stop for the Rams. Gives the Cardinals a first down and 10.
There you can see beautiful connection there to Thompson from Johnson.
Pass is complete on the play for Camden.
Another pass complete here, but there is a penalty flag down on the field.
False start against the Cardinals.
It'll be a false start against the Cardinals. That'll back them up a few yards, and it'll be 1st and 15.
Brings up first down and 15 for the Cardinals. Ball at the 39.
1st and 15 here. Ball at the Lakeside 38-yard line. Snap. Johnson's going to get it. He looks to throw, and hold on. There's some pressure by the Lakeside D.
By number 5, Landon Gray.
The outright sack going to number 5, Landon Gray. Heads up play there on D.
And we're going to take another look at that.
Brings up second down and 14 for the Cardinals.
Great job by Landon Gray getting off the tackle and getting that sack. And we want to thank National Park for that replay.
Snap to Johnson. He's going to look to throw again and again. Pressure from Lakeside. This time it's number 77, Ryan Pelt, with the sack. And Johnson goes down for the 2nd time in a row. We're going to take another look here. Excellent pressure on these last couple of plays from the Lakeside D-line. And the secondary, too, for making sure that nobody gets open.
The Lakeside D-line has done a great job getting off the blocks of these big, bad offensive linemen from the Cardinals.
Here's the snap. Looks like Johnson's going to throw again, and it is batted down, incomplete. Looks like it was Keelan Fleming on the deflection. That's going to bring up 4th down here for the Cardinals. Interesting situation here halfway through the 3rd quarter.
And we're going to take another look at that play.
Here we take another look. Heads up play there at the last second by Fleming, just batting it down. That'll bring up 4th down, and Camden's going to go for it here. Again looking to throw is Johnson. He's feeling the pressure. It looks like he's going to give a little pass here. Pass is good for a good chunk of yardage, but he is going to be stopped just shy of that first down marker, and the Lakeside offense will take over on down.
Lakeside defense continuing here to get good stops. The momentum is definitely on Lakeside's side so far in this. And there are no signs of it slowing down.
Flag is down on the play. It's going to be encroachment on Camden Fairview. That'll move the Rams 5 yards forward, and it'll be a first down and 5 here.
The 5-yard penalty be first down and 5 Rams.
To Gillum, he's going to give off to Swanson. Swanson trying to find his way around on the right side. And Dupree Swanson is going to have the first down.
Again, Lakeside running on that right side of the offensive line. It seems to be a streak for them tonight.
So it'll be first and 10 here, ball on the 40-yard line. Swanson and Gillum, the men in the backfield. Gillum, the give to Swanson. Swanson trying to find a break in the offensive line on the left side, but he couldn't find one. He stopped after a couple yards past the line of scrimmage.
Number 17, Warren McCoy making a stop for the Cardinals. Brings up second down and 7 for the Rams.
Be second and 7 here. Looks like we have an official timeout here.
Dupree Swanson continuing to have another great game on the season with 148 yards and 3 touchdowns on tonight.
There's the snap to Gillum's gonna fake it. Oh, just out of his reach.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum's pass incomplete, intended for number 87, Zach Zimmerman.
Zach Zimmerman just out of his reach. Would have been a fantastic play if he made it, but still a great effort there by him. Third and 7 here for the Rams. Gillum gets the snap and he's rolling to the left. He's just going to have to throw it away.
Pass incomplete on the play for the Rams. Brings us 4th down and 7 for the Rams.
Coach McBride looks frustrated with his young starting quarterback, Taylor Gillum.
Gillum's going to punt it away here.
Pooch punt by number 12, Taylor Gillum.
He'll kick it just inside the 30-yard line.
Called out at the 31.
Now the Camden offense will once again take over.
First down and 10.
Camden setting up here down by 20. A little bit of pressure to get back into this one sooner rather than later. There's still a lot of football left to be played. There's the give to Rux. Rux running it to the left side. He'll get about 6 or 7 yards there on the carry. That'll bring up a second and short here for the Cardinals.
And we're going to take another look on that one.
Gain of 6, second down and 4 for the Cardinals.
Great job of that Camden offensive line creating room for their running back.
There's the snap. Johnson looking to throw. In and out of the hands of number 16, Jalen Moore. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 here for the Cardinals.
And we're going to take another look at that. Oh, just missed.
There's the snap. Give off to Rux.
Handoff to number 7, Demetrius Moore. Making the stop for the Rams.
Rux making his way through the defensive line there.
Number 37, Alex Stewart.
He's going to have the first down here for the Cardinals.
First down and 10 there at their own 41-yard line.
Snap in the give. Hold on, there's a penalty flag down prior to the snap.
Encroachment called against the Rams. It's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be a first down and 5 for the Cardinals.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5 here for the Cardinals. Ball just on the other side of the 50 at the 49. There's the fake give. Pass is complete to Thompson on the left side.
Pass complete to number 4, Keyshawn Thompson. Making the stop for the Rams.
That's going to be good enough for another Camden first down.
With the Cardinals a 1st and 10.
The Cardinals seem to be opening up a little bit of a pass game here.
There's the snap, the give off to Lewis. Lewis trying to find some space, and he found it on the left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Cardinals. But hold on, there is a penalty flag down, and it is holding on the Cardinals. So that touchdown is coming back.
Good blocking up front, but there's a hold in the backfield. Great cutback. A good play go to waste for the Cardinals in a place where they really need it tonight.
There's the snap. Johnson looking to throw down. Left side passes complete. Thompson has it, and he's still on his feet, taken down just outside the red zone. Looked like he was taken down at about the 21.
And we're going to take another look. Great protection by the offensive line.
Looked like there was a little bit of a push-off there. No flags down.
Thompson using his size to get above Brandon Chambers on that one.
There's the snap. The faking. It's a sack. Number 37, Alex Stewart, on the unassisted sack there. That's going to bring up second and about 15 here for the Cardinals. Lakeside D refusing to give in, even deep in their own territory. There's the snap and the give. There's a penalty flag down on the play. False start on Camden.
Middle flag.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 20 here for the Cardinals.
That penalty definitely does not help the Cardinals here. It's getting late in the third quarter, and the Cardinals need to get points on the board if they want to come back in this one. You do not want to start conference play 0-1.
Ball be spotted at the 30-yard line. Second down and 20 for the Cardinals.
Momentum-wise, this game can be oh so crucial, especially heading into the lengthy conference schedule. And there's the run. Rux trying to find his way around. He made it about back to the original line of scrimmage, and after the play, penalty flags are down. It'll be interesting to see what the call is here. And sportsmanlike conduct will be charged to the Rams. That'll move Camden deeper into Lakeside territory with an automatic first down.
That gives Camden Fairview a first down and 10.
They'll have a 1st and 10 here at about the 11.
The Cardinals knocking on the Rams' door, really needing points on the board here.
We haven't seen them in this situation yet tonight, but it looks like they're about to go to old reliable power football indeed.
Hand off to number 49, Patrick Rux.
Cardinals going back to what they do best, running it straight up the middle behind that powerful offensive line.
Number 48, Logan Garner.
Logan Garner will be credited with the tackle.
Officials timeout.
It's going to be the officials timeout here. Seems that there's an injury. That looks to be number 44, Aaron Killian.
Fans, when you have an orthopedic issue, including sports injuries or joint pain, turn to the experts at CHI.
Killian playing a big part in this Rams defense. It would be a major blow if we were to leave here. But it looks as if he's in some serious pain right now.
St. Vincent is proud to support the Lakeside Rams.
We're back live here trainers still tending to Aaron Killian.
Come out and let them clean your ride. Lakeside Band would like to thank Therapeutic Family Services for providing tonight's meal to the band students. Thank you, Mrs. Erickson and Ms. Price. Give them a hand, folks.
And with assistance, Killian is making it off the field. Hopefully this injury isn't too severe.
Second down and 2 from the 3.
As we resume action here, it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 3-yard line. Camden looking to set up for some more power football, getting behind that line, trying to push their way forward. It doesn't look like they have it, but they make it right there near the goal line. It'll be 3rd and inches, ball on the 1-yard line, 2-yard line, excuse me. The stadium is rocking right now, but it's going to be a Camden touchdown. Patrick Rux jumping over the D-line there, and he has Camden's first score of the night.
Cardinals really needed that with seconds remaining in the end of the 3rd quarter. Maybe some momentum building for this Cardinals team.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. There's the give off to Rux. 2-point conversion is good. So just under a minute left in the 3rd quarter of play. Your score is Lakeside 20, Camden Fairview 8.
It's just a great job by him jumping over the offensive line to get in to score. Thank you, National Park, for that replay.
You know, it can't feel good to give up a touchdown here late in the 3rd quarter, but the Rams, they played fantastic defense tonight. That is the first score of the ball game. They made it nearly 3 entire quarters without giving up any points.
It is important for Lakeside's offense to get out here and continue with the momentum and get down and score to keep the momentum on their side.
It's definitely been a lower scoring ball game here tonight, especially considering last week's game. That final line score reading 67-58 in Malvern's favor.
Coach Rockwell definitely had to talk to his defense this week coming into this game.
You can definitely see a lot of motivation here tonight. The defense has been on the top of their game all evening long. The kick's away. Looks like Torrin Davis was going to try to return. He's going to fall on it. The Rams offense will set up for another drive.
Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. The 1st down and 10 Rams.
There's the snap and the give off to Swanson. Swanson found a break in the defense. Heads up play there by number 22. Leotis Easter, though, preventing what could have been a big play here for the star running back.
And we're going to take another look. Great play by the offensive guard, a tackle, pulling, getting upfield, leaving room for Dupree Swanson to gain some yards. We want to thank National Park for that replay.
And there's another give off to Swanson. He's got some room along the left side.
That's number 35 again, Dupree Swanson.
And it's going to be another Lakeside first down, courtesy of the D-Train.
But that is good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
And it looked like that was our last play of the third quarter. Indeed, it was. So 3 quarters in the books. Your score, Lakeside 20, Camden Fairview 8. We'll be right back with the final quarter of this ball game after this.
And the chair goes to Sharon Junkerman. Prizes can be picked up in the concession stand. Please see Tammy. Congratulations. And don't remember, tomorrow, Lakeside Youth football games tomorrow right here at Kickoff and Field. Lakeside Blue hosts Hot Springs at 9:30 a.m. Lakeside Gold travels to Benton to play the Gray Panthers. Same start time, 9:30. Please come out and support the Lakeside Youth Football Association football teams. And remember, you can purchase pictures of football games and all other sports at lakeside-rams.com or go to the website SmugBug and download them there.
Just about ready to resume action here for the fourth quarter of play.
Lakeside looking to keep their momentum here.
There's the give off to Swanson. Bulldozing his way through the pack.
Across midfield, down to the 44-yard line. Number 11 making a stop for the Cardinals, Tyree Holloman.
Here we take another look.
Great play by the offensive line, getting the outside and creating room for Dupree Swanson like they've been doing the whole night.
Thank you, National Park, for that replay. Rams set up for another play. And as we look, it looks like Michael James has returned to action. The give to Swanson is good enough for a Rams first down and then some.
Down across the 40. Down to the 38-yard line. Good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
This Lakeside offense continues to move, and at the same time, they are milking that clock.
And at this point in the game, it becomes strategy football. Controlling time of possession is key. There's the snap. Fakes the give up to Swanson. This time it's to James. He's going to take it up the middle for a decent gain.
Number 51 making a stop, William Hepwood.
It's good to see James back in action. He sustained an injury earlier on in this ball game. We weren't sure if he was going to return, but indeed he has.
Michael James and Dupree Swanson is just a great two-edged sword for that Lakeside offense to use.
Swanson taking it to the right side, stays in bounds. And that's good enough for a Lakeside first down. Let's take another look here. There's the give off to Swanson. Found some space on the right side. Great job there by the O-line to allow him to find that space.
The Lakeside offense continues to run right here, for that is the strong side of the offensive line, it seems like tonight.
There's the snap, the give off to James. He will have a yard or two there on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 here for the Rams. Clock continuing to wind down here. The Rams looking for that crucial first win of the season and in conference play. There's a flag prior to the snap. It's going to be a false start on the Rams. This drive definitely a big one. A score here could potentially put this game away.
I think what you're going to see here deeper into this drive is to continue to run the ball and maybe open up a little play action to get that ball in the end zone.
Lakeside has been known to use the play action to their advantage in the past, like that big pass play last week, the 38-yard connection from Gillum to David Regenhart. There's the give off to Swanson. Swanson stays on his feet, trying to bulldoze his way through. He will eventually be stopped around the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Rams.
Brings up 3rd and about 10 for the Rams.
Snap to Gillum. He's going to give up to Swanson again. Down the right side. Swanson stays on his feet.
Here's the replay. Another run to the right side. Great blocking up front. And another Lakeside gain. 4th down here, and Lakeside's looking take this in the end zone and continue with their momentum tonight.
It's 4th and short here for the Rams, but they're going to go for it. It looks like there was a flinch down there on the line. It's encroachment on the Cardinals. It was number 15, Darian Accor, who jumped, and you could tell right away he was frustrated with that one.
And that is not what the Cardinals need at this moment. Needed to get a stop here and a turnover, but instead they gave the Rams the 1st down.
Rams setting up here for a crucial 1st and 10 inside the red zone. It's like Swanson's going to take the snap here, and he is met at the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals cannot afford for the Rams to punch it in here. As time is slowly winding down in the 4th quarter. There seems to be an official timeout for the clock.
Getting late here, but Ram fans still cheering as hard as they did back in the 1st quarter. It's been an exciting homecoming game here, with what looks to be a Ram W on the horizon. Swanson's going to get it, and he's going to try to take it in. Won't go down. He's got it for the 1st down, just shy of the goal line. That'll set up a big 1st and goal here for the Rams.
Dupree, Swanson, and Michael James have combined for over 200 yards tonight, as the Rams continue to build momentum.
Take another look at the play. This replay sponsored by National Park College.
Another run to the right side. Good blocking by the offensive line, and Dupree doing what he does best, putting his head down.
Moving forward. And Dupree, speaking of that, he just powered in for another Lakeside touchdown. Dupree continuing his amazing stretch here. He's definitely putting together an astounding senior campaign.
The momentum looks like it's going to stay with Lakeside.
There's the snap to Swanson. Official ruling is that the two-point conversion is no good. But still, with 6:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play, your score is Lakeside 26, Camden Fairview 8.
Listen, fans, number 12, Tyler Kelly, is the player that died September 10th for Camden Fairview Cardinals.
Like we said earlier, Dupree putting together a fantastic senior campaign. He has big aspirations for the future, hoping to attend the University of Michigan. Earlier this week we had College Day. Dupree came decked out in his Wolverines gear. If you continue having games like this, there's definitely is the potential of that dream for him coming true.
Yes, definitely. With the powerful runner he is and the smart vision that he has and the football IQ, there's going to be a lot of colleges looking at him.
He's definitely a rare player. Kick is away. Looks like Lewis may have it here on the return. Lewis going to both sides, and he just found some space on the left side, still on his feet. 50. He's going to be stopped at the 45, but not before a huge return, setting up the Cardinals with some pretty great position.
Number 4, Torrin Davis, came back and got him on the side for the Rams.
Here's the replay. Great vision upfield. Great cut back across the field. That is just great running by Lewis there. And the Cardinals offense will need to score quick here if they want to have a chance in winning this game.
There's the snap to Johnson. Looks to throw, and he's just going to have to throw it away. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here.
Great job by Alex Stewart getting in the backfield, pressuring him and making him throw it out of bounds.
Intentional grounding called against Camden Fairview's quarterback.
This Lakeside defense continuing to do great tonight, only allowing the Cardinals to score 8 points. Definitely an improvement from last week.
It's a 15-yard penalty and a loss of
And
downs.
the Cardinals will be charged here with intentional grounding. That's going to back them up 15 yards and back into their own territory.
This is definitely not what you want. You're the Cardinals offense trying to get back into this game.
There's the snap. Looking to throw is Johnson. He heaves it deep, and it is complete. Thompson with the reception there. He's been Johnson's favorite target throughout this ball game. But hold on, there is a flag down on the play.
Holding called on the Rams.
It's going to be defensive holding here. That'll move the Cards even further into enemy territory.
This is definitely what the Cardinals wanted on offense with only 5:32 remaining in the game. Looking for a quick score here.
First down and 10 for Camden at the 30-yard line of the Rams.
It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Cards. Ball on the 30-yard line. There's the snap to Johnson. He's going to look to throw. Sliding reception that time by number 16, Jalen Moore.
Looking to stop for the Rams, 21, Brandon Chambers.
Moore had a couple big chances in this game to make a play. But this Lakeside secondary, Brandon Chambers in particular, has been putting a lot of pressure on him, breaking up those plays. There's the throw to Johnson. This time, he's got a beat on it, and it's a touchdown for Camden Fairview.
Exactly what the Cardinals were looking to do. Hurry up and punch it in there.
Moore into the end zone, touchdown Camden.
Here's the replay. And the quarterback bit into the quarterback fake, and it was just an easy touchdown for the Cardinals here. Exactly what they needed. I want to thank National Park for that replay.
Meanwhile, the two-point conversion is no good. So with 4:54 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play, your score is Lakeside 26, Camden Fairview 14. Well, we have a temporary break in the action. We're going to take a short commercial break. We are back live here.
Lakeside expecting an onside kick from Camden.
Quiris set to kick it away for only the third time here this evening. Indeed, it looks like they could be prepping here for an onside kick, and they are. Looks like this will be an illegal procedure on the Cardinals. Indeed it is. The ball not quite traveling 10 yards.
Ball start against Camden. Back him up 5 yards, re-kick.
Kick is away. It's going to roll out of bounds. Another illegal procedure here.
Flag on the kick. Didn't go 10 yards. Lakeside will take over. First down and 10 Rams. Ball slotted at the 44-yard line of Camden.
And all Lakeside's offense has to do here is keep the ball and milk that clock down.
It'll be interesting to see here if they just try to conserve the clock or just go for that final knockout blow. There's the give off to James. James stays on his feet, pushes forward for another Lakeside first down. He'll be stopped just outside the 30-yard line.
Making the stop, number 15, McCord for the Cardinals. That's good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
The Rams setting up for another set of downs here as the clock continues to dwindle. Snap, give off to Swanson. Swanson trying to push his way through the crowd. He'll be stopped around the line of scrimmage. May have gotten a yard or two there. Timeout will be charged here to Camden Fairview. And while the players on the field take a break, we will as well. Don't worry, we'll be right back with the conclusion of tonight's ball game.
Exceeding expectations is not just a motto, it's what we do at the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Searcy. From offering you over 2,500 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, to giving you award-winning service in our modern state-of-the-art facilities, exceeding expectations is what we do.
At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and Searcy, where we're exceeding expectations every day.
Before you can find your potential, you first have to find your path. At National Park College, our mission is to help you do both, with a university experience that's close to home. With career-focused education, help with job placement and a variety of programs to choose from, and a cost that's less than half of four-year universities. National Park College can put you on the path to a better education. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
We are back live here with the conclusion of tonight's ball game. 4:14 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. Looks like Michael James is set to take a snap here. He's going to be stopped around the line of scrimmage. Camden is going to use their second timeout of the half here.
Second charge timeout of the second half.
Cardinals trying to slow down the Rams here. Trying to get the ball back in their hands. Still with the chance in this ball game.
Definitely. 4 minutes can seem like an eternity. And in high school football, anything can happen.
With both teams coming in here with 0-3, they both need a win.
Lakeside has seen similar comebacks like this before. Last year against Magnolia, they were up 21-0 in the late going. Magnolia ended up scoring 13 points, and it came down to the wire.
That's number 35, Capri Swanson on the carry for the
Swanson's going to carry to the right side there.
Timeout for the Cardinals. That's their last timeout of the half.
The Cardinals are going to be charged their final timeout of the half here.
Cardinals just need one more stop here.
It'll be interesting to see what they go with here. Not exactly punting field position, but not kicking field position either.
If I was Lakeside here, I'd continue to run the ball. Camden has no timeouts remaining. You get a first down, you win the ball game.
This play could be very crucial to the entire outcome of this ball game. First down here could possibly end it.
If I was Coach McBride, I wouldn't want it in anyone else's hands other than Dupree Swanson.
Timeout Lakeside. Their first short timeout of the second half.
Lakeside is going to go ahead and use their first time out of the half here. With that, we're going to take another quick break, but don't worry, we'll be right back with more Lakeside football after this. We're back live here. Just about set to resume action. 4:01 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. Crucial 4th down and 7 here for the Rams.
What you can't do if you're a Lakeside here, you cannot run out of bounds and you cannot let go of that football.
Here's Gillum. He's going to roll to the left, looking for a man. Diving attempt is incomplete. Number 17, Keelan Fleming, was the intended receiver on that pass. And Camden's going to take over on downs. Again, 3:57 remaining here in the fourth quarter. But that's still plenty of time to make a big difference here in this ball game.
It is up to Brandon Chambers and this Lakeside defense to shut them down one last time.
There's the snap to Johnson. He looks to go deep, and he's going to be sacked on the play. It looked like it was Ryan Pelt again on the sack. He's had a couple of those here this evening.
That is exactly what the Lakeside defense wanted there. Camden Fairview has no timeouts and a sack, and that clock continues to run.
Big play there for the Lakeside D. Camden taking a lot of time here to get back to the line of scrimmage for another play. Precious seconds just melting away. And this is a big heave to the right side, and it is ruled complete. There's a flag down on the play. But before we get the official ruling, let's take another look here at the play with this replay sponsored by National Park College. There you can see at the last second, it looked like that ball came out. There you can see ball hit the ground, went through his hands.
That ball was incomplete.
Seemed like the refs caught that error before it was too late. They're going to go ahead and rule it an incompletion. Here it is. Jackson feeling the pressure. He's going deep, and that pass is deflected.
Camden's pass is incomplete on the play, broken up by number 26, Ian Shelley.
Ian Shelley, the sophomore, with the big play there. It's always great to see those young guys coming up with the big plays, but hold on. Penalty flags down. Looks like it's pass interference on Lakeside. The Ram fans do not like that one bit. Neither does Coach McBride. Definitely a controversial call in the late goings of this ball game. So with that, the Cardinals move up 15 yards and get an automatic first down. We'll see how that penalty affects the overall outcome of this ball game. Johnson looking to go deep again. Passes incomplete.
Great job by Brandon Chambers running in there at the last second to knock that ball loose.
Looked like he had a little help there at the end by number 83, David Regenhart. Let's take another look at this National Park replay. There you can see potential completion here to Alvante Lewis. Great play there at the last second, though, by Brandon Chambers. As we resume action, Johnson looking for another big shot, and it is intercepted. Keelan Fleming with a huge interception here in the late going. He's going to be stopped in midfield. And that one right there could be the final nail in the coffin. But hold on after the play. Penalty flags are down. There may have been a little skirmish after the play. Let's take another look here. Great read here by Fleming, just jumping up, making the play. Great field awareness. And had a pretty good return there too at the end. Definitely here in the late goings. It becomes a game of position football. Every yard's crucial.
It's important for Lakeside to go out here and run the ball, good ball security, and just milk that clock.
Too much time here for victory formation yet, but another first down could seal the deal. There's Swanson running on the right side. Pushing his way through again for a gain of about 5 yards.
Number 51 making a stop for the Cardinals, Javion Hegwood.
A first down here will put the nail in the coffin.
Lakeside doing an excellent job of time management here, but they better get to the line quick. Here's another run from Swanson. First down, and that may be it right there. That one should just about seal the deal.
With that carry, Dupree Swanson has 224 yards in the night with 4 touchdowns. He is crushing it out there.
This win, such a big one for the Rams. Their first one of the season. First one here at Chick Austin Field since last year, November 4th against Hot Springs.
This is a much needed win, starting conference play.
Swanson going to go up the middle there for a few yards, and that's going to bring up second and about 7 here.
Brings up second down for Lakeside.
The Lakeside defense has been excellent tonight, not allowing points until late in the third.
And since then, they haven't allowed any points. It's just been an overall great night for the Lakeside Rams. Great way to cap homecoming. Swanson going into victory formation himself.
And we're going to look at the schedule for the rest of the year.
And there you can see Camden Fairview, big win here tonight before two big road games at Magnolia, and the biggest one that's been circled at Whitehall. A lot have been saying this could be Lakeside's biggest challenge in conference this year. They'll be back at home on the 13th to host Hope, and we will be covering that game right here on Lakeside TV at 7 p.m. Don't miss it. But for right now, time has expired in this game, and the Rams have clinched the W. Your final score, Lakeside 26, Camden Fairview 14. As we close out tonight, Landon, any closing thoughts?
It's a great execution by the Lakeside defense and Lakeside offense tonight. And this puts them in a great position to open up conference play. And I look forward to seeing what this season is going to come to.
Big win here for the Rams tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to all our supporters and our sponsors. On behalf of everyone here at Lakeside TV, I'm Chase Hartzell signing off. Have a great evening, everyone, and go Rams.